I've been approached here recently by a few ladies, and basically they're saying, T, we've been watching your channel, really like your videos, but when are you going to do something for the ladies? Which comes as a bit of a surprise, because when you look at my viewership, there's like no ladies. Now, I had something in the queue, an idea in the queue to shoot, but just never did, just because my ladies viewership or female viewership was so low. I think it was a moot point. Since I am getting that feedback, ladies want to see something, I put together this list of fragrances that are not just sexy, but polarizing, head turning, boxer dropping, on the room fragrances for ladies, for the men, for ladies. You know what I'm getting at. I have 2 honorable mentions. There's 12. I have 12 fragrances on this list and 2 honorable mentions. Now, the first honorable mention comes from the house of Guess, and it's called Guess Gold. This is interesting. It's pineapple and amber combo. Really good smelling. The reason it's on the honorable mention list, I think this is a polarizing statement type fragrance, but it's been discontinued and the prices are getting crazy on this one. Upwards of $300 per bottle. It's good, but in my opinion, I wouldn't pay $300 for it. But if you can get your hands on it, if you see this like at a discounter or something like that, and they have it at a decent price, I would pull the trigger and pick that one up. Guess Gold. Now, the second honorable mention comes from the house of Aquilina, and it's Gold Sugar. Or if you're a little more youthful, you can go with Pink Sugar. Both of these are really nice to me. This one smells like cotton candy, I believe. And this one smells like creme brulee. Very intoxicating, I think, scents. Maybe not something that you want to smell like in public. Maybe date night. I wouldn't wear it to work or something like that, or not in the high heat. Date night, Netflix and chill type situations. I think each one of these will garner you some attention on a date night. And with that, let's get right into the list. Coming in at number 12 from the house of Jimmy Choo, and it's Jimmy Choo for her. Now, this is a pear and patchouli combo with some, I think, orchid in the middle. Very classy, very long lasting. The dry down is gorgeous on this, and I'm probably going to repeat this several times throughout this video. I'm not a huge fan of overly floral scents, but I think this is a floral that's done the right way. It's not overpowered. The florals in this aren't overpowering, so the other notes of the fragrance. To me, this is everyday office wear from Jimmy Choo. Very, very pleasant, good smelling scent for the ladies. Now, at number 11 is a fragrance that's not necessarily sexy in the classic sense of sexy. I think this is more owning the room, making an entrance type scent, and this is Alien Essence Absolute. Look at the juice color on that. Like, don't spray that on your clothes. This is one of those scents you spray on your skin. And this will last you until you don't want it on anymore. This is very potent. This is polarizing. When you walk into the room, you will be noticed. You're not going to smell like everybody else in the room, and you're going to cut through any other perfume that's there. This is potent juice. You only need like 2 sprays. You don't need a whole lot of that either. Just a very good smelling, almost boozy type quality to it. The juice kind of looks like cognac if you look at it, or whiskey or something like that. Has a bit of a medicinal type vibe to it. Boozy, medicinal, dark, mysterious, and again, sexy. Maybe not in traditional sense, but you'll definitely own the room with that one. Killian Essence Absolute. Now at number 10, we have a scent from the house of by Killian, and it's Bamboo Harmony. Now this is an everyday, fresh, clean scent with good performance. Now I have a review on this. I have worn this myself. Definitely unisex. I think both sexes can pull this off, but on a female, this is just, I think, again, polarizing. I'm probably going to use that word a lot too, just because the performance is so good and it radiates from your skin really well. Very high quality juice that I can see a woman wearing as daily wear. This is definitely what you would call a signature scent. Very elegant bamboo note in this, and bamboo is not a wood that is used very often in fragrances, so I think that's why it kind of sets itself out. You'll smell different than the crowd with this one, especially if this is your signature. From by Killian, Bamboo Harmony. Now number 9 comes from the house of Aquilina. No, comes from Atelier Cologne, and out of his gift set that I bought for the missus, and it's called Pamelo Paradis. Now Pamelo Paradis, if Pomelo is basically a grapefruit type smell, again, it's unisex, but I think this is perfect for this is like a perfect sundress fragrance. I could see a lady in a sundress, toes out, shoulders out, sun is out. Very casual, but inviting type scent. This is the end of summer, fall is almost here. I think we should have a moment of silence for sundresses. Very good scent from Atelier Cologne. Intoxicating, especially if you like citrus, the way I like citrus. Just a very pleasant, inviting, want to get close type citrus. Pomelo Paradis from Atelier Cologne. Now we go from very light and fresh to dark and sensual. My Burberry Black. This is classified as a floral oriental. Oriental is my absolute favorite category of fragrance, period. And the perfumer on this is Francis K, which is probably one of my favorite perfumers, and he did his thing with this one. I think Oriental fragrances are probably the sexiest category of fragrances, especially for women. It dries down with this vanilla and amber, and there's this unique note of peach at the top of that. This just makes it, again, unique, very sexy, very dark, mysterious, sexy in the traditional sense. And this is another one of those fragrances, potent, will last you all day. And it's going to be perfect for this fall that we have coming up. My Burberry Black. Now coming up next, we have a scent from the house of Tory Burch that's called Relentless Love. This is another example of what I would classify as a floral that's done right. It has rose in it, and I'm not a huge fan of rose. Rose can come across a little bit old, mature, but this is very balanced with the note that's around it, and not overpowered by that rose. And then it dries down to this very smooth sandalwood and amber combo in the base. So another one that's long lasting, I think appropriate, work appropriate because of that performance. And overall, just a very pleasant smelling scent from Tory Burch. I haven't smelled a lot of these. This is one that I smelled and picked up for the missus just because I love the way it smelled right off the sprayer. Didn't even realize that it had florals in it actually until I did some research for this video. So that tells you how kind of well blended this one is. From the house of Tory Burch, Relentless Love. Now my wife has fallen in love with the house of Bond number 9, and for good reason. Like, they have a lot of scents, a lot of different choices, and all at really good quality. Next up on this list is Cooper Square. This is an Oriental Fougere. It comes across boozy and dark. This is another one that I think comes across professional. You can wear this to work I can see a lady like in a boardroom in a power suit rocking this. This is definitely on the room type scent. Now this is boozy, it's resinous, almost syrupy. Bond number 9, Cooper Square. I've been on an amber kick personally for me, and one fragrance that I came across and for the ladies is from Hermes, and it's from the Merveilles line. It's I don't know how you pronounce that. I'm gonna butcher that name. The Amber Des Merveilles. Now this is considered a Oriental vanilla. Yeah, we got sexy amber, we got some vanilla, there is some florals in this. So you're hitting me with 2 notes that I really like. Those checks all the boxes for me as far as what I think of when I think what a sexy woman would smell like. And for me, it's like, yes, sign me up. And it's not overly sweet. Just a very good smelling fragrance. If you haven't got your nose on that one, good quality and everything behind that one. Long lasting, perfect for date nights, and I would say dress nice, upscale date night fragrance from Hermes. La Amber de Merveilles. Next up on this list comes from the house of Juicy Couture, Viva La Juicy Noir. Now this one starts out with wild berries and kind of fresh and uplifting, but then it transitions into like this caramel, gourmand, vanilla type scent in the base. Very smooth. This is one of the best smelling fragrances for women that I've smelled. It is very intoxicating. Spray this and wait for the guys to flock. Viva La Juicy Noir. Next on the list, we have one of the absolute best fragrances for women on the market, period, in my opinion, and it's from Giorgio Armani, and it's just called Sea. It's sweet, it's elegant, it's long lasting, and overall feminine. So there's something I think to be said for fragrances that are actually feminine, that smells like a woman, and this just smells like a woman. I can see this being a signature scent. Somebody wearing this every day to the office. Anytime that the wife puts this on and she walks by to go to work, it's like, it's noticeable. This definitely garners the male attention. Again, one of the best, in my opinion, one of the best fragrances on the market for women at any price point. Giorgio Armani Sea. Now, my number 2 fragrance may be a little bit controversial because I think a lot of guys do wear this in the fragrance community, at least. And this one is from the house of Perfumes, and it's Oud Black Vanilla Absolute. Now, as you probably can tell, I'm a fan of vanilla. The missus actually does not like vanilla, but this one, it's soft and it's smooth and it's boozy. And this is another one of those fragrances that will last until you decide that you don't want it anymore. But this has an amazing scent trail and projection. And I think when you walk into a room, whether you're probably not office friendly, but if you're going out date night, if you're going to a club or something like that, and you have this on, this will definitely get you some attention. This is beast mode as far as performance is concerned. And don't let the name Oud actually scare you either. I can't really smell any oud in this. This is another one of those fragrances that kind of on the verge of being boozy. Probably more suited for the cooler weather, but definitely an attention garnerer. From the house of Perfumes, Black Vanilla Absolute. Now, my number 1 head-turning fragrances for ladies comes from the house of Montal, and it's called Intense Cafe. Now, this is another one that is unisex, but I think on a woman, it just comes across very authoritative, polarizing, And I think one thing that will turn heads is the fact that this is a unique smelling fragrance. You're not going to smell this on everybody. Again, it checks the boxes of performance, projection, sillage is crazy, just sexiness in a bottle. And this is for every occasion. You can wear this to work. Yes, it'll last you all day. You can wear this on a date. He'll want to get close. It'll come across feminine, comes across a little sweet. Just checks all the boxes. Unique. I think it has some coffee or something like that in there. Just a very good fragrance from Montal, and it's called Intense Cafe. Ladies, if you're out there, give me a thumbs up, give me a comment, let me know that you've seen this video. Let me know what you think about it, if you've smelled any of these. Are there any sexy fragrances out there for women that I've missed? We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. I think we should have a moment of silence for sundresses.